Please don't bother me, I'm on my lunch break. Pizza, burger, sandwich, lunch break, tofu, salad, hot dog, lunch break.
Welcome to the inaugural episode of Lunch Break. I am your host, AJ McNaughton. With me is Kathleen Sturgeon, co-host of the show. I'm doing well.
Good.
Are you hungry today?
I'm not. I just ate lunch.
And special guest with us today is Hans Appen.
I am stoked, and I just want to say that I'm honored to be your first special honorary guest.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on.
This is the second pod under the Appen Media Group. The first one is Inside the Box, which is hosted by Hans.
Woohoo!
So this one's going to focus more on food and just having fun.
Riffing.
Our first segment is called On the Clock, where each episode we're going to order a sandwich from Jimmy John's and see how long it takes it to get here. So I have my order ready to go. It's the number...
What are you ordering today, AJ?
Number 5, the Vito.
Okay.
It's an unwich. I'm trying to cut down on those carbs.
All right.
AJ, didn't you just have your wisdom teeth out?
I did, so I'm not going to be able to eat this sandwich because I can't open my mouth.
You can't fit it in your mouth?
I can't. I've actually only begun to move over to solid food. It's been a pretty liquid diet. Okay, it's ordered.
Start.
It's officially ordered.
All right. So for our listeners, I'm keeping track of the time.
I think I made it to the wrong address. Oh, no,
We'll find out soon.
Oh, no, it's the right address. I was looking at the what location I ordered it from. But yeah,
So they're on the clock.
they're on the clock, officially on the clock.
Reportedly, they're freaky fast.
Well, we'll find out.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
Yesterday was the first time I had actual solid food.
What was it?
It was a quesadilla from Taco Bell. I figured that was a nice soft food.
Cheese
A
or
nice,
chicken?
soft, solid food.
It was chicken.
Ah,
It was chicken. It had cheese on it.
well, quesadilla, yeah.
It took me probably twice as long to eat it as it normally would, just because I was very conscious about biting it.
You scared?
I was. Well, you know, it had been almost a week since the last time I had solid food. So, you know, it's like, are the stitches going to come out or, you know, I didn't know.
What did you eat the other days when you were recovering?
There's a lot of smoothies, a lot of milkshakes, a lot of protein shakes. I had a lot of yogurt, cottage cheese, which is always...
I bet you're feeling great, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I did lose like a ton of weight, though, which I guess is a fun byproduct.
Get your wisdom teeth out. It's a great weight loss.
The new
right there.
diet.
Yeah, it's a new diet.
It's the only bonus for it.
Lose 10 pounds. Do you still have your wisdom teeth?
No, I got mine taken out in high school.
Yeah. Well, and that's normally when people get them taken out. I just
Yeah.
ignored it. And then of course, that's like the best idea to have. And then they started hurting like 3 weeks ago. So I made an appointment for the dentist.
What a thought. I'm surprised you
Yeah.
came back so quickly, though.
Yeah.
I got them out on a Friday, had the weekend to recover, and I was back at it on Monday. I mean, my face was really swollen, though.
Yeah. The beard helped.
Well, was is a generous term.
Yeah, that too.
Well, it's a lot less swollen today. Check the description for pics
Yeah. We'll send
of
some
my
pics
swollen
out.
face. We can move on to the next
Section?
Next segment of the show. This one we call The Menu, where we go over some headlines making the rounds. And I'm going to start it off with hot dog sushi. Kim Kardashian invents creative food to please North and Saint.
You weren't kidding that yours was Kim Kardashian.
Which it's ironic because I hate celebrity gossip. Of course, my article is about celebrity gossip.
Wait, can you read that off one more time? That was a lot.
Hot dog sushi. Kim Kardashian invents, quote, creative food to please North and Saint.
Her children.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
my confusion there.
Yeah.
And the article reads, Kim Kardashian West isn't afraid to get creative in the kitchen. The mom of 3 shared that she had come up with a brand new type of food for her daughter North and son Saint, hot dog sushi rolls. Sharing a photo of the innovative snack on her Instagram stories, The Keeping Up with the Kardashian star 37 explained that when your kids love sushi and hot dogs, you get creative.
The picture's disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, look at that thing. It's literally rice wrapped in seaweed with a hot dog in the middle.
I don't even know where to start with that headline.
Did you think they maybe warmed the hot dog first?
I don't know.
Sushi's cold, right? Unless it's fried.
That's another great point.
That is a
Is it
good question.
Cold hot dog and cold sushi.
Well, and she also says that her kids love sushi. And what child loves sushi?
Well, when you're the child of Kim Kardashian.
I guess if your name is Saint Kardashian.
That too. Northwest.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Is
It's West,
is it Saint
yeah.
Kardashian or Saint West?
Saint West.
Oh, Lord.
I didn't have sushi until I was in college, I don't think.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if this is the type of sushi that they're eating, maybe it's, a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean, kids
Bearable.
love hot dogs, but
It just sounds so
the
Hollywood.
cold or cooked question
Yeah.
is critical.
Have you ever seen those hot dog octopuses?
Yes.
Where you stick hard spaghetti noodles into a hot dog, and then you put it in. I think you cut up the hot dog, don't you?
That's not what I was thinking. I was
No?
thinking the one where they like carved out an octopus out of a
No,
hot dog.
you stick hard spaghetti noodles into a hot dog, and then you boil it, and then the noodles get soft, and it also cooks the hot dog.
Is it like hot dog art to make the kids want to eat it?
I guess. I don't know. I've never done it. I've only seen it online.
We may have to try this out on one of the next pods.
Well, do you want to talk about
you go.
yours?
Sure.
We'll move on to the entree.
Sure. So the entree is kind of a general entree, I guess. It's not just one specific item, but I found an article that said McDonald's is committing to more balanced Happy Meals by 2022.
I feel like that's good news.
Sure. So when you read it, it says the meals will have 600 calories or less, no more than 10% of calories from saturated fat, no more than 650 milligrams of sodium, and no more than 10% of calories from added sugar. So I thought that was pretty good, pretty interesting, but also what are the Happy Meals now if they're more than 600 calories?
That's a good question.
Because I feel like 600 is a pretty good number to stick by originally, so what are they cutting back from?
Well, maybe.
You know?
Well, I know that for a while they were getting rid of like French fries, and you could opt for the apple slices. But I don't know.
That's a good idea. And then they do go into vegetarian options.
At McDonald's?
No.
In this article, yes, about McDonald's. So they said they want to add more vegetables to the kids' meals.
Huh.
And they are going to introduce vegetarian and vegan burger options in parts of Europe.
Test it out there before they move it over to the... I don't know if that would be very well received. Well, no, I think Burger King... So my roommate in college was vegetarian for a period of time, and we would always go to Burger King because they had a... I don't know if it was vegan or...
It's Morningstar.
Oh, is
So,
it? It was a vegetarian
I think
burger.
It's vegetarian.
Yeah. So I guess McDonald's doesn't have that currently.
They don't have that, no.
Do any other fast food restaurants have
A-
like a vegetarian?
Not your typical big chains.
So for all of you first-time listeners, Kathleen is the resident vegetarian, if you couldn't tell.
I still don't understand that.
Being a vegetarian?
Yeah.
Or the McDonald's?
No. Well, both, but being a vegetarian. How do you just get through life not eating meat?
You
We're
forget.
going to talk about this a lot on the pod, I think.
Well, okay. Think about it. Ice cream, nachos, those are all vegetarian. Candy.
Nachos are...
You don't need...
Mine always have
No, you don't
ground
need...
beef or chicken
no.
on my nachos.
Bean and cheese nachos. It's the OG. Come on.
That sounds kind of gross.
Yeah.
I don't think I would eat that.
I eat that like once a week at least.
Refried beans or
yeah,
black beans?
pinto beans.
Sometimes you just switch it up.
Yeah.
That's what
Kidney
makes it
beans.
good.
Sure.
It's like,
Spices it
chicken
up.
or steak. I want black or pinto.
That is
Right?
a daily question I have with myself.
Seriously?
Actually, yes.
Do you have nachos every day?
Not every day. I eat Mexican food a lot.
What'd you have for lunch today?
A burrito.
Where from?
My house.
Oh, okay. So you make your own burritos? Are you as good at wrapping it as Chipotle is?
No, I have to eat it with my hand. It's a very awkward maneuver.
I don't think I've ever made my own burrito. I've only ever Actually, I think the only place that I've eaten a burrito is at Chipotle. I don't think I've ever gotten one at a Mexican restaurant, and I've definitely never made one at home because I don't know how to wrap it.
It's basically the filling's the important part, and then I just put it in a tortilla and kind of...
You just fold it over, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have a hard enough time with a taco trying to keep it all in.
It's kind of like a taco, basically, like a soft taco.
I feel like at one point it would just become a taco for me, or I would just like dump it all out and be like,
I kind of do that.
it's a burrito salad.
I also feel like you could figure it out. I have faith in you.
I don't know. Maybe I'll try it, and I'll let you know how it goes.
It's difficult to the like filling to size of the tortilla ratio too, because I always put too much and then it falls out. It's a struggle. It really is. But
Maybe they should start teaching classes at Chipotle. Well, no, because then no one would go back. It's just like make it at home.
they make it look so easy. Have you ever seen them do it at, well, I guess there or Moe's or Taco Bell or anywhere where they just fold it up and then there you go and it doesn't fall out?
No, I have never seen how Taco Bell makes their food.
I have.
Have you really?
Yeah, some of them, the kitchen's right off the where you pay, and you can watch them do it. You probably,
I just always thought it was one of those things you don't want to know about.
yeah, you kind of don't. It depends on where you are. I've been at, we always stop at Taco Bell when we go on road trips because it's easy for me, and so I've seen multiple people try it, and some of them they're really clean and it's good, and then others you're like, I don't want to eat that. It's really gross.
Yeah. Well, my grandparents think that Taco Bell is just as good as any like authentic Mexican restaurant. It's just as authentic as any other Mexican restaurant.
Is that a lack of comparisons for them, or
Well, they live in California, so there definitely isn't a shortage of of authentic Mexican restaurants. So I'm not exactly sure. I guess they grew up in the Midwest, so maybe they're just not used to Mexican food. So
I don't really understand what authentic Mexican food is. Everybody always says that, like, you have to try authentic. What's the difference?
actually, I was at Pontoon Brewing last night for Valentine's Day, and they had some specials on beer, but they also had a Mexican. It wasn't a food truck. It was like a pop-up shop, and I forget the name of it now, of course. But they were authentic, and I guess you don't have cheese on authentic Mexican food.
Oh, no, thank you.
That's what they said, but it was good. There was a ton of hot sauce on it, and I couldn't finish it. I also couldn't open my mouth very wide,
Yeah, I was
again,
wondering.
because I got my wisdom teeth out. I don't know if I mentioned that. It was very difficult to eat, and then I had that really spicy bite, and I was like, I'm done with this. Oh,
what's that?
hello?
Hi, Jimmy Johns is here for AJ.
Woohoo! Thank you, Susan. All right. So we have an official time of 12 minutes and 15 seconds.
Wow. That was freaky
That is
fast.
pretty fast.
12 minutes, 15 seconds for the inaugural Jimmy John's run on the clock.
That's not a bad first run.
We're going to have to
Good
get
job,
a
Jimmy
board
John's.
to put up in here.
Do they
Yeah.
have a thing on the, when you request your food, do they have like a comment section?
I don't know, maybe.
You should say your time to beat is 12 minutes.
Ooh.
And see what they do.
I bet you
Just
if we
that,
spent
just
some
leave it.
time on the internet machine, we would find some record times posted somewhere.
Well, I wonder, we should Google Maps how long it takes to get from Jimmy John's to the office. I mean, it's right down the street. It
Yeah.
can't be more than, 3 minutes away?
Yeah, we,
Depending on the
we
lights.
shouldn't
Yeah.
hype it up too much. They are like a block away.
But it's still cool.
Yeah. 12 minutes, 15
Well,
seconds. Not bad.
I also don't want them to speed and then get in an accident or get a ticket.
That's true. There is a legal
Disclaimer.
disclaimer on this episode. Jimmy John's do not speed in order to beat your previous time.
Also, the lunch break does not condone breaking the law.
Or eating uncooked hot dogs.
Yeah, well, I don't know. They're probably safe to eat, don't you think?
I feel like we still don't want to risk it.
I guess. I haven't had a hot
Eat
dog.
uncooked hot dogs.
I haven't had
at
a
your
hot
own
dog
risk.
in a long time.
I eat vegetarian ones, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't
What
matter.
the
if
heck
you
is
eat
in a
them.
vegetarian hot dog?
Ooh, good question.
It's kind of like a real hot dog. You don't really know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like a bunch of
Soy. That's always my go-to. Soy.
tofu.
It's probably not tofu.
Do you eat tempeh? I think I've asked you this before.
I've never had it, but I'm not against it. I don't even know where to buy it.
You could probably get it at Kroger, Whole Foods. I'm pretty sure you can get it at any grocery store. Especially now, I think grocery stores are pretty forward-thinking in different dietary restrictions.
For the most part, they're getting there.
Whether it be like gluten, I mean, you can get gluten-free pretty much anywhere now. Tempeh it's another plant-based protein.
Is it fresh or frozen?
It
in
is
the grocery?
Fresh. It's in like the like the refrigerated section.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's like it's like a log of like it's pressed it looks like it's pressed together.
Sounds appetizing.
I mean, it's just different. I mean, tofu is soft, right? Mm-hmm. Chewy and
Spongy.
that's a good word. Spongy. Tempeh is more hearty. Maybe. I don't know if that's
I love how you dug into that word.
well,
Hardy.
I don't know if that's the correct word to use.
I don't know.
You're killing your chances for being their spokesperson right now.
I don't know. I kind of want to try it now.
Yeah.
See?
Okay.
I'm creating some mystery. You don't want to give them everything all at once. Otherwise, there's no reason to go and try it yourself. I want everyone, after listening to this episode, to go to your local grocer, find a block of tempeh, eat it, and post your one-word description of it in the reviews so we can figure out what the consistency of tempeh is.
Hearty.
Hashtag lunch break pod.
I'll do it this weekend.
I
And
also
report
feel
back.
like the vegetarian on the show should be checking it out.
That's what. Yeah, I will try it out this weekend and report back
Okay.
if I remember.
Short-term memory loss. Well, I think wouldn't you be like all excited for like another option to eat? Like another thing that you can try?
Yeah.
Something that's not nachos.
No, I'm happy.
Okay, yeah, but don't you guys just eat like a bunch of chicken and beef?
No.
So your options aren't like that crazy.
I have had Chick-fil-A 2 days in a row, though.
Okay.
I guess that's a good point. We usually cycle through kind of like the same chicken, salmon. Occasionally we'll have beef. Mm-hmm. Actually, Kimber's family, they'll buy half a cow.
Kimber,
Your wife?
My wife, Kimber, yes. Her family buys half a cow. Yeah, it gets...
Okay, when you
I
say,
wish our listeners could see Kathleen's face right
when
now.
you say half a cow, what does that mean? Like, you
Like-
just get the butt end? Or
I think...
like-
I'm guessing that they split it like down the middle. Like,
What would sound worse to you? The butt end of the cow or the head end of the cow?
do you have to see the whole
Yeah, you have to
thing?
see the whole thing.
The head end? Because you
Yeah.
see the face. I mean, I know the butt's a butt, but the head is his face.
Well, anyway, they buy half the cow, so they have a freezer in their basement, and it's chock full of just different cuts of the cow.
That just sounds like a serial killer.
I mean, people do that with deer and...
No, still not right.
But back to my point is
Yeah.
they usually bring us some of the meat because they can't eat it all by themselves, and Kimber's sisters also get some of it too. So it's always kind of like a go-to. That's where I was going with that.
We should have an office pig roast.
I don't think Kathleen would approve.
No.
But I would. Let's do it.
All right. 4th of July, pig roast.
That'd be cool.
I like it. What could we roast?
Tempeh.
Tempeh. That's right.
Roasted
Yeah.
tempeh.
Roasted tempeh.
Suckling tempeh.
Maybe the tempeh's in the pig's mouth
Instead of the
No.
apple.
instead of the apple.
You're making it less hearty or heartier. I don't know.
Okay. Well, with that, we're still
Anyways.
going through the menu. Hans, do you want
Yeah, so I wanted to do a dessert.
to wrap up the menu, to have a
Wrap up the menu a
a
little
well-balanced
bit.
meal?
And mine is more a phenomena that I'm not a privy to because I'm not on Instagram, but I know you guys are on Instagram, so I wanted to ask you guys about it. So apparently it's like a big thing to, what is it on Instagram? Do you post it? Is it called, you post it?
Yes.
How does this social network work?
Well, like on Twitter you tweet it,
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, you post.
Yes.
it.
You
and
post
Pinterest
it.
you pin it. So on Instagram you post it. Okay. So on Instagram, have you guys seen this phenomena where people like take a picture of like a celebrity dish and then they try to recreate it on their Instagram?
Is this with Gordon Ramsay?
No, just anybody. Or like a really fancy dessert that like looks really cool.
I've seen that on Pinterest, but not Instagram.
Well, it's funny. It's like these celebrity chefs post these really pretty cakes and cookies and whatnot. And then people try to recreate it. And then they post what they came up with. And it's these really funny things that look nothing like what the celebrity came up with.
Yeah.
So it'll be like cake in the shape of a dog. And then they post their picture of the cake they came up with, and it looks nothing like a dog.
What does it look like?
Anything.
That's like
Anything but a dog.
last year, Walmart had Falcons cakes for the Super Bowl since we were in it. And they wrote Falcons on it, and on the little sticker it said Falcons cake. And I swear to God, it was like a little, I don't know, poodle or something. I don't know what it was.
It wasn't a falcon?
It was just this kind of like a log with little legs and 2 eyeballs, and it said Falcons. And the falcon, the word was kind of slanted. It was horrible. So I feel like that would be the same
you buy
thing.
one?
No, but I took a picture of it.
Do you have the picture?
I do have
Did
the
you
picture.
post it to Insta?
I did post it.
So that's
to
what I'm talking
Insta.
about.
But I didn't make it myself.
Okay. Well, some more.
But it's kind of the same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
People do that on Pinterest and they call it a Pinstrosity.
So, are you looking it up?
I'm going to look up Kathleen's post.
That was from like
But it was 2017.
17, so it's last February.
Was it before or after Disney? Or no, you're at Harry Potter World.
Which time?
Yeah, you do go there quite often.
Yeah, you want to talk about food at Disney? I could talk about food at Disney. That's fun.
Oh, there it is. Okay. What?
Exactly.
It's literally a black blob, right? With like 2 eyes on it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And they wrote Falcons, and the
Let me
Falcons,
see
look
that.
at the lettering, Falcons and icing. It's kind of, I think we went there the day before the Super Bowl, so maybe by this point they were like, I don't even care anymore.
It's like someone's going to buy it, just put some icing on there and
It
call it a
says
day.
Falcons. Yeah, like they had leftover
It kind
Scotty
of
dogs.
says Falcons.
I get it was like 3-dimensional. Is that what it is?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's like a lump. Maybe they just like messed up.
Is it supposed to
baking
be
it.
just a wing?
It has eyes and a tail. It's a dog, but a falcon is not a dog. And the other team, whoever we were playing, who was it, New York or the Patriots or
I'm not
something?
telling you. You have to know who the Falcons played in the Super Bowl.
The Patriots.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's not even a Patriot.
Well, the description on the label says white or chocolate cupcake with icing.
It's definitely chocolate. Or unless it's black.
Oh,
white.
is it just like one thing? Like, is it on a cake or is it just like one thing?
No, that's cardboard. The falcon is written on cardboard.
I thought it was on top of a cake.
No, that's it. And the thing is, they had like 3 or 4 other ones too.
The
'Cause
same thing?
We looked, we were like, okay, maybe this was just like a fluke, like a messed up one. But they all looked like the weird dog with eyes that says Falcon.
Maybe were they the underdog? Maybe I have no idea.
Yeah, that was the only
no idea.
very slightly far away justification for it.
So let's jump into the review.
I'm so
the
excited for
review?
this.
This is Kathleen's. It's not a food review, or is it a food review?
It's a food review, not a restaurant. So we are going to share the cool and funny reviews we find. So this one is an oldie but goodie. You guys may have heard of it. I love telling people about this. It's my favorite thing.
I'm scared.
It's really good. So it's from Amazon, and it is for sugar-free assorted fruit gummy bears.
Sounds tasty.
Nobody's seen this before?
Nope. Nope.
I'm still so excited. So this is for a 5-pound bag. It's assorted flavors, sugar-free. That's the important part, sugar-free. There are almost 1,300 reviews for this. And the very first one is a 1-star, and the subject is just don't, unless it's a gift for someone you hate. So does that tell you anything
Yeah.
about this? So pretty much these reviews, if you ever just need to, laugh, you're having a bad day, whatever, just go on Amazon, search sugar-free gummy bears and read all the reviews. Because apparently whatever's in them, I can't think of what it's called right now.
Aspartame?
Yeah, whatever it is.
It's like an artificial sweetener. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So people don't realize that they're sugar-free, so they just eat a bunch because they're gummy bears. They're small, so they just eat like handfuls. And when you eat this fake sugar or whatever, it upsets your digestive system. And so they don't know. And so the reviews are just golden about people
eating too many gummy bears.
yeah,
Sugar-free gummy
explaining.
bears.
Yeah. There was one that I read one time where the guy was like, after I ate a bunch of gummy bears, I just plan the rest of my day on the toilet. And they just go in depth. But they're just so eloquently written about these,
Do
Like
you
this-
have an example?
Okay, so this girl said she ate a bunch. They were really good. And then she said after she ate about 20, all H-E double hockey sticks. I don't know if I can say that word. Broke loose?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay, all hell broke loose. I was trying to censor myself. And so she said she got cramps, sweating, bloating. She thought she had food poisoning. And then she said there's more. This is where it's really funny. Okay, this is my humor. I don't know if anybody else's humor. She said what came out of me felt like someone tried to funnel Niagara Falls through a coffee straw. Oh, she goes on and on and on. I don't know if you want to know this.
Is her name on this review? Like her friends
Christine
and
Torek.
Oh, wow.
She wrote this in October of 2012. And she said it went on for hours. She felt violated when it was over.
God.
I mean, she said it stopped
You have
somewhere
to
in early
feel
morning.
really strongly about a product to go take that much time.
Well, she's not the only one. Like the next one is bad for those with the colostomy bag. I think, and this one has to be a joke because there's a picture. I mean, this is just
You can post pictures to the reviews?
to Amazon.
I mean, I've seen a lot of it, like with clothes.
Yeah,
To,
it's
like,
not an actual picture. I think it's from a TV show.
okay.
Like, okay, ideal gift for your congressional representative.
Oh,
Yeah.
zing.
Yeah. These are just funny.
So what is the overall? It gives like a
overall rating?
Yeah, it gives a star rating, doesn't it? Or like a out of 5.
So it actually has 3.5 stars out of 5, 3.7, but 31% of the reviews are 1 star.
Have you ever ordered them? Have you ever had them?
Why would I do that?
Well, I mean, it sounds like all the people who are having issues are eating a butt ton of these things.
Yeah. Well, okay, my aunt's diabetic, and so she gets sugar-free candy, and she's warned us before where she'll have candy and she'll say, here, do you want some? And then she's like, but have one piece. Like, you don't want to eat more.
We have to figure out what this ingredient is and if it's commonly found in other...
It is, and sugar-free. I don't know if I can pronounce this. Lycosin? Lycasin. It's a malt. I can't pronounce these words.
It has a lot of big words that are hard
Maybe
to pronounce.
that's the issue. It does have aspartame in it, but I don't think that's what does it.
Yeah, well, because
otherwise Diet
aspartame...
Coke.
Yeah, that's in... Yeah.
Yeah. This person gave it away at Mardi Gras. And then they said never take candy from strangers. Somebody else referred to it as a gastric exorcism. The devil escaped my bowels for 4 hours.
Holy cow. So it's not like even like a 10-minute trip to the bathroom. It's like a prolonged...
Yeah. And these people, I don't know if they just really like gummy bears or if they just kind of wanted to binge on gummy bears, but it's a 5-pound bag. So
Did they eat the
I don't
the whole
think they
thing?
ate the whole thing, no, but I feel like they made a good dent in them. Or maybe not. Maybe it's
I'm
just
going to
so
say
strong.
it sounds like some people did eat the whole thing.
I wonder if they have sugar-free gummy worms.
They do. They have sugar for everything. This one said several spiders, which had made their home unnoticed in the exhaust fan, dropped down dead. Door slammed as my wife and children instantly became refugees. I mean, the part that gets me about this is it's funny, but also the people who write these, they're so good. I don't think that they're all real. I think people have heard about it and caught on to it, and then they want to write their own stories.
This one has...
There's a lot of toilet humor in these.
I think they're mostly just pictures of the gummy bears.
Okay.
Well, this one is a picture of
Hopefully.
a cat with its head through a piece of bread, which I don't think
Relevant.
I don't think that's very
Not
relevant
relevant.
to the product.
They gave it a 1 star.
I guess.
Maybe that's what they were expecting.
I just want to see what
It just looks like gummy bears in a plastic.
it looks like. It almost looks like. Did you guys ever watch Lost with the Dharma
Oh, yeah,
Initiative?
yeah.
It looks like the packaging, like all of their stuff, like their beer just had the word beer on it, and it was like very plain. It's just like a white stripe down the middle with like gummy bears.
But that's what it looks like if you buy it in bulk.
I guess so. Well, I guess the picture compare like I don't really like 5 pounds worth of gummy bears. Like that's a lot, but they have a picture to scale. I mean, that's a lot of gummy bears.
It fits his whole stomach.
Yeah, it's like his whole. Yeah, it's essentially like the entire torso.
Yeah.
Size.
It's a lot of gummy
21
bears.
inches, which is just under 2 feet. Well, it has a disclaimer on here. Consumption may cause stomach discomfort and or laxative effect.
Okay, but is the disclaimer obvious? Because I probably wouldn't.
I mean, it's right. I mean, if you're
Oh, but
going,
you have to read the nutrition.
oh, you actually have to read it.
I mean, if they're just Googling, like, I want sugar-free gummy bears, done. It has pretty good reviews, has a lot of reviews. Good deal. And then,
Well, now I think we have to try them.
Yeah, definitely.
no.
Well, I mean, I don't want to try a bunch of them. I want to try like one.
No. Oh, they have sugar-free jelly beans. I wonder if it's all the same, all the candies.
Yeah. Well, I'm
You know?
sure whatever like makes
it
it
has that
sugar-free,
ingredient.
that's what it is. I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe we won't try it.
Yeah. Is this a good item for an office candy bowl? No, but it's great for an ex-spouse. Oh, wow. A lot of these are asking about retaliation, which is a little weird, freaky.
So now we can move on to our last segment. We call this one What's Cookin'? This will be a reoccurring segment on our show where one of us will bring in a food that the other two or other person has never heard of. And Kathleen, you brought in something that I've never heard of before.
Oh, overnight oats.
When you first told me about them, I was thinking this is like a dessert. That's what I thought.
It could be.
It's like a dessert that you leave out overnight. No. And like it
Put some gummy bears in it.
yeah. So my thought was like you put it on a baking sheet and you put like oats, like oats on the baking sheet, like steel oats or something. Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know, you mix it with some other ingredients and then you leave it out overnight and then you got a delicious treat in the morning.
I don't think that would work.
So I can already tell you brought overnight oats into the studio with you. And
Yes.
this is obviously not what I had pictured.
Okay, so let me give you some background on this.
Okay.
So overnight oats, I've heard about them for a while. It's a common thing. I don't know if it's a common thing in the South that we talked about or just on Pinterest.
I think it might be on Pinterest because I was talking to Kimber and she was like, I can't believe you never heard of this before.
Yeah, I thought Kimber would know about them.
Okay.
Maybe it's a girl thing. I don't know. I like oatmeal and I try to find new ways to make breakfast because as a vegetarian, your options are kind of limited.
Maybe it is a girl thing. My wife does overnight oats every morning on the way to work as well.
Yep.
Maybe.
Well, you get to use a little jar and it's cute and you get to, switch up all the flavors.
Oh, you can do different flavors?
Yeah, so you can do pretty much anything you want. If you do go on Pinterest, they have all different types, like dessert flavors, so you could do dessert, but you have to let it sit overnight.
Do you leave it out? Like,
I put it in my fridge because, do you want me to tell you what's in it or do you want to try it? Or
I'll try it first and then
Okay.
I'll try and guess I can kind of see. It looks like oats and milk.
So it looks funky right now.
Because it's been sitting out. I haven't been refrigerating it.
No, I refrigerated it. It's only been sitting out for like 30 minutes.
It's got some condensation on it. Is it safe to eat?
Yes, it's probably not what most people would do with overnight oats because
I'm only going to take a little bit because, again, I don't know if you knew this, but I got my wisdom teeth taken out recently.
Yeah.
Here I go. The spoon is going towards my mouth. Yeah, it tastes like oatmeal.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
I mean, it's good. I like it.
I use just plain old steel cut oats, and then I use almond milk because I don't like regular milk, and soy milk makes me itchy, so almond milk it is. And then I put
it's not
maple
bad.
syrup in it. It is sugar-free maple syrup, but not that kind of sugar-free, like the gummy bears.
There's just no sugar added to the maple syrup.
Yeah, and then I put a little bit of honey for you guys to make it sweeter, and then some blueberries, obviously.
Yeah.
Blueberries are a nice touch.
Yeah, you can do anything. A lot of people put fruit in it. You put granola. I try to keep it low on calories, so I keep it kind of basic with just the oats, the milk, and some syrup for sugar taste. But you can do whatever you want with it. Peanut butter.
So do you just make single servings all the time, or do you make like one big batch and then dish it out?
So my dad goes to Taco Mac every Thursday, and he gets the beer glasses, and he has a ton of them. And I've just pulled the ones that look like mason jars, which apparently there's a lot. And I make them about 2 or 3 days in advance because I don't like how they taste if I make them on like Sunday and then by Friday it's probably gross. So I make maybe 1 or 2, but you do have to do it the night before.
You have to do it overnight.
Yeah, overnight. Yeah, because if you do it the morning of, then it's just kind of like
Then
cereal.
Then it would just be morning oats.
Yeah, which would be
That one didn't land too
cereal.
well. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Don't.
but
Otherwise known as cereal.
yeah, it's kind of like crunchy, which is weird. You get used to it. At first, I was like, "This is kind of weird," but it's pretty good, and it keeps you full.
I think it's good.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing, Kathleen.
Overnight oats. Now you know.
Congrats to Jimmy John's.
Yeah, congrats to Jimmy John's on their 12-minute and 15-second time today. We'll see about the next episode if they can beat that. Thank you, Hans, for joining us on this first episode.
Absolutely. Congrats on the new pod.
Thank you. Kathleen, excellent overnight oats.
Thank you.
Be sure to subscribe, and thanks for listening.
That episode was tasty.